Good afternoon, good afternoon. Playing some more ravenswatch, and I wanted to share my my approach with the Pied Piper, the Rat Man. And I'm not getting the thing I wanted to show, and it's really good. It's not required. The strategy works without it. You don't, it's not required. You do not have to have the starting quest. It works totally fine without it, but it's really easy to just remake until you get one. And it's really not not helping me out here. It's not that important, but I just bear with me. There we go. Okay. I thought from description that this was awful. I'm like, oh wow, armor, shield, whatever. And it's decently helpful. The armor makes you pretty tanky. The shield will help tank some stuff up. But it pairs really, really well with the one, like, the most important part of this whole setup is healing for the amount of people you hit with your defense. And that makes the Pied Piper absurdly tanky, and you'll be able to clear this, you know, Nightmare 9 run every single time. It's insane. It's insane. Also, I wanted to go over a little bit that the defensive ability for this and for every character is really important to have as a panic button. I went into settings and I changed keyboard. I went and I changed defense. I moved it from shift because I wasn't able to hit that consistently when I wanted to. I was avoiding the button because that's an awkward position for my pinky. And so I put it on my mouse just so that I can always hit it no matter what's happened. If I'm getting hooked by an enemy, you could just hit it. It's really, really, really important, especially for this, to have it somewhere you want to be able to hit it. And then another thing I also wanted to talk about is that, so you can look at the map and you can tell where things are going to be. So when you start off right now, we've been given, we know where a healing thing is, we know where the well is, we know where a book is, and we know where the boss is. From this map, we know that this area is taken, where this big thing is here. There's not gonna be anything else there. This spot right here is gonna have something. It's not gonna be the well because there's only gonna be one well, but it could be a book, it could be a chest, it could be money. There's gonna be one here. There's gonna be one here. There's gonna be one here, 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 and one here. So any of these spots that are open that we can see here, they're going to have a point of interest on them. So you don't have to have, you know, it revealed to know that something's going to be there. So I'm probably going to sweep down like this. It's nice to start in these green areas because the enemies are going to be kind of easier. And I'm going to try and kill as many things as possible just to try and get the XP. Because in Nightmare 9 that we're playing in, the enemy, the Master Nightmare, the Master Nightmare is going to spawn faster. So we have less time to do the things we want to do. And also keeping in mind that right now we have a quest to hit multiple enemies with the defense ability. We're going to try and complete that as fast as possible, but of course don't put yourself into a position you don't want to be in just to land the ability. I don't know why he got that attack off. And then Pied Piper, we're gonna, you know, anytime there's a group of enemies that are a little tankier, go ahead and just send the rats out. Try not to forget about your rats. They're very helpful. They're very helpful. Okay, so then yeah, we can see there's a chest here. If you came across like a red book or something, then you know you can feel free to move on and etc. Oh, and it's a ghost. We're just gonna try and, you know, kill as many things as possible. Here, you could try and keep them alive a little bit if you want to land a second thing for your quest. It's not that important that I would recommend trying to do that every time, but, you know, once or twice, why not? We've got enough time. Okay, so my defense didn't hit that guy there, and I ended up taking a lot of damage for it, which is not worth it. I'm just gonna play it careful. I'm gonna walk up, land that. I can't afford to get hit anyway, so we're just gonna play it nice and safe. Fun fact about these guys. So, as you'll notice, they're exploding. But that will now have changed. It is nighttime. These enemies will not explode anymore. The, I don't know the full extent of which enemies do which things, but see, now suddenly they're not spawning that circle when they die, because it is nighttime. The other enemy that I know specifically does change is trees. So in the daytime, these guys explode. At nighttime, they do nothing. At night, trees will spawn spiders when you kill them, but in the daytime, they'll do nothing. Oh my god, and I'm also, I'm just realizing that when I was talking about the map and with my mouse, I was covering a bunch of it with myself. So I'll have to try and go back and see if any of that footage is usable. I just cut it out. Whoops. Yeah, see, they're spawning spiders, but in the day they'll just die. And that's the, oh wow, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. That's the biggest difference I've noticed, but it's also it's a similar mechanic, the on death stuff. Okay, and for the pickup there, I picked up the extra shield because that's gonna go really well with the quest once it's complete, because it'll grant shield every time we hit more than one person. And then in general, I really like to upgrade the power ability next. So there we had an option for special and for power, and just by default I'm gonna go for power just because I'm using it so much more. Because anytime it's power up, you should just use it. Just send it. Just go for it. There's almost no reason ever to hold it. Whereas the special is kind of weird, right? It's gonna be this area that'll increase your damage dealt a little bit, but it's on top of you, so you'd have to like try and pull people into it. It's just more niche, gimmicky. So then just be careful with the trees. When they stick their hands in the ground, you know that you need to watch for the vines, the roots. Okay, I'm gonna weaken with my special. I'm gonna send the rats in. And the defense is just such a good ability, because there I used it defensively and offensively, because it was gonna cancel that guy's attack, but it's also gonna put him on the ground so that you can hit him a bunch. So nice, so nice. All right. Yeah, I don't have any money for the well, but it's nice to have that travel point unlocked, and have it be cleared so that next time I can just go back. So yeah, now that it's daytime, these guys are back to blowing up. Also, important to know that your defense is always going to stagger these enemies. It does enough stagger that they'll just be 100% down on the ground. And so it's nice to know like what your limits are, because you don't want to try and hit someone with a defense and be like, I hope this staggers them. You can rest assured that it's gonna do it. The Spears guy's range is always longer than I think it is, so it's nice to try and make sure you got the angle right and that you just are not gonna be hit by the spears. Oh, there's some roots. Let's try and just be aware of the trees, that they might try and root you. Oh, our quest is done. We've got some shield now. And now, once I complete the quest, I just like to try and keep the shield up. Feel a lot safer when you've got an extra, buffer. And to start out with, the cooldown is going to be a little bit longer than you can keep the shield for. So just be careful. You're going to have a shield for a while, but know that you aren't. And the shield is going to go away right before you can use it again. So getting another charge of your defense or lowering the cooldown is really good. Really good. Okay. Let's see. Buffing attack is always nice. Dash damage, also nice. health, also nice. I'm just gonna go with attack just because sometimes this build can really lack in the damage department. But you're gonna be able to tank everything all the time.
That is what I call
Just so long as I've never played a run where I didn't pick up the health one. It's always been an option, but knowing me, this time it won't. It'll make me look like a fool. I'll be like, oh well, you know, just hope for it, I guess. In general, the dash is always really nice to have to dash behind people. Okay, so still not getting it. Both of these are also really good. The low notes is really dope for attack. Although this one is it's a later unlock, so if you don't have this low notes one, don't be too worried. It's just extra damage, but it's not integral to succeeding here. So don't feel like you shouldn't try it just because you haven't unlocked that one, because that one's it's a pretty late unlock for the Pied Piper. Yeah, see, these enemies will not stagger on one activation of your defense. Get a shield. I'm probably not gonna get hit, but I like to get in the habit of trying to always hit more than one enemy with the defense, because there are a couple other abilities that also work similarly with the defense, where it's like you shoot more waves of notes after you've hit more than one enemy with defense, or etc, etc. Nice habit to have. Always try and hit a couple, especially then later you know optimally I'll be able to grab the heal for every enemy I hit with it. And if you've gotten into the habit of going and standing in the middle of enemies and using it, you're gonna heal for a ton without having to change your playstyle. Get that shield going. Let the rats do their thing. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Those guys are gonna try and send the big waves. Just get out of the way. This one is a small scarecrow, so it won't explode. All right, get the raven, check that out. I went and I grabbed the raven at the book, but I'm not gonna do that right now because the books can be kind of slow. I'm gonna wait until I have more damage, more tanky. And also, so the strat I like to employ is that the books have an option where once you clear them, you'll be able to upgrade a couple of your upgrades randomly, increase their rarity. Now, if you spend the money to upgrade some of your things beforehand, you can drastically increase the value in what you're gonna get from the book. Because if you have like a bunch of common upgrades like I have right now, if I went to the book, I would get, you know, like 2 upgrades, each worth like 50 dream shards. Where if I go and I spend the 50 dream shards, suddenly those random upgrades are probably gonna be worth like 100 dream shards. And if it does 2 of them, that's gonna be 200 worth. So I could either get 100 or like 200 worth. Or if you have enough to be able to upgrade them to like epic, then all of a sudden you're gonna be getting the legendary upgrades for free. And so it's like something that was originally about 100 worth of value is suddenly gonna be like 400. That's absurd. That is so worth. Also, I'm playing this really poorly right now. I just got hit by that tree doing his swing thing way more times. Okay, so then, oops, wow. I'm playing this pretty poorly. But anyway, those larger scarecrows like that are going to explode with fireballs, and all I have to do is to stand far enough away that you can see where the fireballs are coming from, and then just stand not where they're going. And I managed to not do that, which was impressive. But I'm just making my way around, just killing as many things as possible. Okay, I'm just gonna also apparently getting hit by as many things as possible. Nice. Whew. Okay, but we're super tanky, so we'll be fine. I would really love to get that healing. We're about to figure out whether or not I get it, because every game you play, you're gonna get 4 upgrades to choose from, and then your ultimate. So on this 4th upgrade, that's the last one I'm gonna get. So hopefully it's here. It's not, That's interesting. Okay, so we are gonna have the most important thing that I said earlier. So this will be interesting to see if it works with just the shield. I had theorized that the heal was the most important part because it's sustained. So this is probably gonna go badly, actually. Well. But that one I did pick up was after I use defense to hit something, then I get more notes. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. And it only, this one actually, it only requires you to hit a single person with it. So no need to hit a group, but it's always part of your strategy to hit multiple people. You're gonna hit someone. And with those cultisty guys, that's one of the matchups that I feel like it's super extra important to okay, I got the Raven here, so now I can walk back down. You can just dodge through them to dodge that attack, stand behind them, or if you don't have it, you know, hit that defense. It's super nice to have it on hand, so you can just, oh, they're coming after me, and you can just, you know, blast them back with a nice stun, dodge through them. If I hadn't had that shield, I would have died, but I mean, I could have just played it better too. That's always an option. Okay. Oh, there was a Raven here. That would have been a lot more efficient. Here I'm looking at the health would be really nice right now, and also I really want currency. So this red crystal dream shard location's looking really juicy. All right, just gonna give me my shield back. Just gonna sick the rats on the ghost. It's getting kind of spooky. All right, nicely done. Pick up the money that you can on the way. All right, some trees, some guys. And I'm still looking to kill everything that I find just because I have one more level to go. And who doesn't want their ultimate? The Pied Piper ultimate is pretty darn nice for clearing a camp or a book. Just any of the encounters, really. Okay, didn't really end up needing the health. I healed up from orbs along the way, just because I'm so freaking tanky. Pied Piper is sick. It's like one of the best tank supports in this game. It's truly incredible. And all of the shield and heals that I like to go for on this affect your allies, so this build is just better with other people too, so something to keep in mind. Definitely try this with others. Oh, should have used my defense earlier there. Would have gotten the shield. Yeah, so this is what the larger scarecrows look like, so this one will explode. I don't actually need to clear this camp though, because it was just money. But so it's gonna go and explode, and so I can just stand right here. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Okay. But I do need XP, so why not just kill some things? Well, thank God that heal didn't hit. Okay. All right, and I do only have a couple minutes, 5 minutes to be precise, before the nightmare spawns. So I do want to try and finish up. Definitely, you know, you want to make sure you get all of your purchasing stuff done before the nightmare. So just try and leave yourself a little bit of room. I think I might have been going maybe a little bit slower this time. I've been verbalizing. Okay. In general, it's really nice to kill these lantern wielding ladies or cultists. I don't know. Because they heal, and you don't want the enemies to heal. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. Okay, we're gonna hit this money, and then we'll go hit up the well, and then it's probably book time. Yeah, so I didn't have my defense up, but that's the primary. Oh, I'm dead. Well, you know, one death so far. That's pretty decent. That's pretty damn decent. Okay. Yeah, this camp's giving me a little trouble. It probably shouldn't have, because these enemies are very susceptible to being stunned by the defense, and we're at night, and so I've got a ton of AoE, but sometimes you'll just mess up a little bit. That's okay. The Pied Piper is very forgiving, and I don't have to kill a scarecrow because don't need to kill everything to loot the money. Okay. Ooh. I'll try and do this camp real quick, but I definitely need to think about going back and finishing up upgrades and things at this point. Beware of the roots, the trees. Just gonna send the rats in. I like to circle the trees so that even when they're doing the roots, you're gonna be moving out of the way of them. Oh, careful for that attack. Nothing you can do to prevent that from doing a ton of damage to you. Just get out. Just get out. So it's nice to also save a dash when you're fighting the trees, especially the big ones like that guy, because that attack will ruin you unless you can kill it. Okay, there's my ultimate. I know it's gonna be my ult because it's the 5th upgrade, level 5. Okay. I'm gonna go for defense charges just because the defense is providing a lot of effects for me right now. And I'm trying to find a raven for flight here. Normally there are some right around like new areas, crossroads. Sometimes it's just kind of RNG though. I'll just head up. I'm just gonna gamble that there's one down here. It was not a good gamble. Looks like I'm at this point. It's probably just faster just to run. So I'm just gonna go to the well myself. The well should be just visible, just above my shoulder there. That's where I'm going. Okay. Not being super time efficient here, but whatever. Okay. Let's get some vitality. A little extra health never hurt. I guess the cooldown's not bad on special. Extra charge in the ultimate idiots. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the base, and we're gonna level up everything we can afford. Just the lowest. Wow, I had such low rarity things, but we're just trying to increase the value that this book is gonna give. Yeah, I didn't clear as many camps as I would have liked.
Birds, or I'll play you a song you'll regret.
We got a couple minutes left. So I'm just gonna try and I'm gonna drop my ring, send the rats out, and then I'm gonna ult. And then just kill stuff. Just gonna go in, you know, nice little circle. Just gonna deal as much damage as I can. Yeah, nice. Nice. And it is nighttime, so they aren't exploding, which is really nice. Just gonna not get hit by that, and just take him down. So our damage is nice. It's very nice. I wish I had the healing, but that's okay. We're just gonna go for the upgrade 2 times. And so it hit my lowest one, which is only 50 cost, so that's unfortunate. But it did also, it got the blue one, so that's like 100 worth. So that's like 150. But if I had done that earlier, I would have gotten 100 dream shards worth, and that was 150. So we increased it a little bit. And I only have 30 seconds left, so I could in theory try and go and get something, but I'm not gonna have like enough time. So this is probably what we're gonna go with. And also, if you have just this amount of time left, do not be afraid of sitting and doing nothing, because the worst thing that could happen here is I go out here and I take damage because I won't gain anything for it and I'll have lost HP. Okay, so the idea here is to just make sure you're always hitting the main body and a tentacle, just so that you're getting the value for the shields. I'm just gonna Name of the game is survival. Just always make sure you're taking as little damage as you can. Just gonna, yep, get that shield. Try and dodge these. And this aerial attack does a ton of damage, so prioritize not getting hit by that. I mean, the name of the game with this boss is just try and take as little damage as possible. Really. That's the whole objective here, especially with Pied Piper. You're probably not gonna, you know, DPS the boss, but you can survive. So that's what we're doing here. We're just surviving. Oh. Pick up the health. Oh. Get out of the cone. One more tentacle to go. Also, right when you're getting towards the end here, make sure you save your special ability. You absolutely need that. And then send your rats. You put down your field, you send the rats, and then you start ulting. I also forgot that I have another, oops, I didn't hit the tentacle. That's awkward. I have another charge, my ultimate, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that right now. The only thing is, yeah, just try and not ult into the wave sending attack. The ult is good in pretty much every other scenario. It'll dodge a lot of the attacks, like this circle one, and the cones, but it is not good for this waves thing. It is absolutely atrocious for dodging that. So as long as it's not bunching up there in the middle, you don't see that happening, then it's a good time to use that. Finish him off, hopefully, yeah, green. Yeah, because if it does the laser is not a great tell because the attack will already have started going, but it kind of does like a in the middle and like spirals a little bit. And that's when you know it's gonna do its spiral attack. So that's the above head. That one takes a little time to drop. So, and the rats. I don't have an ult stack available because I used it a little bit. I'm just gonna save it. Just gonna keep hitting. Yeah, so he's gonna do the wave. Just gonna try and, you know, take as little damage as possible. Oh, I got hit by that. Oh, man, I had used my dash. That was a perfect example of what to try and not to do. Oh, and it's doing it again. Okay. Just gonna try and not take damage. Oh, over the head. I got hit by that. It's doing it again. Okay. Sometimes you can get away with continuing to attack while moving and dodging there as a Pied Piper. I definitely did not there, but it was worth a try. Okay. Make sure I don't get hit by the circles. Got a little aggressive there. That may end up being a mistake, but fuck it. Okay, and then I'm gonna make sure I hold my special, my E, because the boss is gonna go down here. Drop the E, send the rats, do the ult. Get that sweet damage. Okay. So we should hopefully only need to live one more. Wow. I'm gonna get hit by all these real quick. Just need to do one more phase. All I have to do is survive one more time. Should be pretty easy. Emphasis on should. Oh. Not if I continually get hit. Okay. Just get that healing. Oh, it's doing a wave. Just hang out over here. Don't want to try and go get slapped by the tentacle over there. Okay. Oh. More waves. Just try and not get hit. Okay, get out of that attack. Do not get hit by the cone. That is one of the only things you have to watch out for. It will wreck you. Okay. Oh my god, it's doing it so many times. We're gonna have to come back for that other tentacle. Even if you're gonna move away from doing a tentacle or something, just prioritize not getting hit. That's number one. Okay, it's down. So hopefully I can drop the E, send the rats, and do the ults, and hopefully this will finish it off. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna stop going for the tentacle strat. I'm just gonna finish it off. But there you go. It's really slow. It's really slow, but it's really consistent. Pied Piper can Shrek the Nightmare 9 max difficulty. That's an easy way to do it. I'm gonna try it again, and hopefully I get like the strat, but this is the general idea. I'll go over the map thing again, but so it's like, right, so this area here is gonna have something like this. This is here, this is here, there'll be something here and here and here and here. So that's these were the spots I was missing. I was covering this a little bit last time. I have the quest. Okay. This quest just makes you so tanky. As long as you get one of them, one of the defensive upgrades, you should be fine. But if you get both, you're gonna do really well. And it looks like we're not getting the healing again. So we'll just go with more rats. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to showcase that, and the game is saying no. No, you cannot have it. Well, and then I'm gonna, so he pulls you, and it's great to have your defense there, because if the big guy ever lands a pull, like you're not paying attention, you know how you dash, it's super nice to have your defense there, because once they pull you, you just press the defense button until it lets you do it, and it won't hit you with that big attack. So it's super nice to have. I will say though that when you have the healing thing, you can tank this much and be totally fine. I mean, I have another revive, so I can still do this, but don't try and do it like this. This is, I'm gonna immune the tentacle slam with the defense. Okay, I don't quite have my ult. Oh wow, you know, maybe the ult's not even necessary. I probably should have been using power. I had enough points in it that would have been fine, but see, did it. Okay, I really do want to get one with the real combo, so I guess one more time. But like,
music is my sword.
This is gonna demonstrate that you can do this, the Pied Piper, like pretty easily, really consistently. Wow. It's just not giving it to me. Upgrade. Here we go. All right. The only foolproof one is when you get both defensives together. You can still screw up this. You can manage to get in the way of the build if you really try your heart out. I'm actually gonna go more for ability upgrades here, because I think I have a good set. I just want to make sure that they're good. Okay, I'm gonna get the base set. Oh, and then I'll also go here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and do a red book, which should be 4 upgrades randomly, which should go all 4 into these. All right, yep. 4 upgrades, please. Should be legendary across the board. Yeah, perfect. That is so many dream shards worth of upgrades. It's absurd. It's like 800 worth. Yeah, because I heal 25 HP every time I use my defense like that. It's free HP. It's free real estate. Like, boom, full health. Just like that. But yeah, so there's another Pied Piper. Easy clap. Just need one of the defensive things. Hopefully you can imagine what it looks like when they're together. It's absurd. It doesn't have the damage. Like, the going with one makes you do things a lot faster, but having both of them means you're just never gonna die, because I used 0 raven's feathers there. That was clean. So getting the healing, really good idea. Really good idea. And if you could imagine to scrape together enough for like getting the last wishing well, and it was Excalibur, and that would have been a full legendary set with it, like that would have been absurd. But hopefully you enjoyed it or found that helpful. Have a good day. I love you. Bye bye.